Folks at home, let me tell you, if I could drink, I would.
Welcome back, new and returning viewers. We're so glad to see you. And now, we're gonna kick it to the news. Up first, we're gonna travel through the Misty Mountains and into Middle-earth as we take a look at the Lord of the Rings prequel show, The Rings of Power, which dropped Labor Day weekend on Prime Video. Taking place thousands of years before the scenes of the movie, this series seeks to flesh out the period in which the Power Rings were first forged by Celebrimbor, played by Charles Edward, and how he was corrupted by the Witch King Sauron. The show has received lots of positive feedback from fans with a talented and diverse cast, proving this prequel to be a happy extension of Tolkien's famous work. Next up on the chopping block is a bit of a weird one, folks. With Winnie the Pooh entering the world of public domain, people immediately leapt on the chance to put their unique spin on everyone's favorite stuffed bear. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey is the name of the slasher film, yes, the slasher film, being made by independent director Reese Waterfield, with the film envisioning Winnie and Co. as animalistic brutes, hell-bent on revenge for their abandonment. This isn't Reese's first dive into campy horror films, as he was also responsible for The Legend of Jack and Jill, Spider in the Attic, and other such films. While there's no official release date yet, it is rumored to come out on October 20th. I don't know about you guys, but this twist on such a lovable character has got me excited. Lastly, for today, we're gonna take a look at a trailer for the sequel of a fan favorite movie, Glass Onion: A Knives Out Mystery. It is announced and set to release on December 23rd on Netflix. The story revolves around tech billionaire Miles Braun as he invites his closest friends onto his private island. All is well until someone ends up dead. With the murder suspect still on the island, that's where Daniel Craig's returning character steps in, as Benyon Blanc is on the case. All we have so far for information is a cryptic trailer, but that fits for a series built on lies and deceit. Make sure to catch it when it releases. That's all we got this week for news, but stick around because we've got Unboring-ing, the Bestiary with Elijah, my show, The Jukebox Meme Machine, and Fortune Teller Tech Films of Euler. Have a look. Okay, you know what, Elijah? Rick, if you say a name like that, you about to get these hands, fool.
Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Fortune Teller Tech Films here at Nerd Central. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite movies from the 80s, Back to the Future Part 2, and 3 things that the movie absolutely got right about life on Earth in the 2010s. In Back to the Future 2, Marty and Dr. Brown have to go to the year of 2015 in order to fix future Marty's life and stop the events that would lead to his life being ruined. During this adventure, many predictions are made through the film while trying to portray how life would be 26 years ahead of time. And first, we have augmented reality glasses. In the dinner scene, we can see the characters using and interacting with their glasses when they all get a notification that someone is trying to call Marty.
Dad, telephone, it's Needles.
Dad, it's for you.
They both are using wearable technology that was introduced years ago in the Google Glass, which didn't get very popular and kind of got discontinued. The design also reminds the HoloLens from Microsoft, which has a different approach but still falls into the same category. This technology does exist, but will still take some time to be perfected and actually implemented in our daily lives. In second, we have tablets and mobile payment technology. We all remember the scene where old Terry is carrying an electronic device that even looks similar to the first tablet Apple launched in 1993, called Newton MessagePad. The old man tries to ask for a donation to save the town's clock tower through an electronic payment method, something that has become the main form of payment for many people, which makes this prediction very precise from what we have nowadays. Another curiosity about this scene is that it also predicts that the Cubs will win the World Series title in 2015, which actually happened in 2016, only a year off according to the movie.
Yeah, it's something, huh? Who would have thought? 100 to 1 shot. I wish I could go back to the beginning of the season, put some money on the Cubs.
I just meant Miami. What did you just say?
I said I wish I could go back to the beginning of the season. Put some money on the Cubbies.
Lastly, we have biometric devices and Internet of Things. Back to the Future shows the futuristic houses with doors with fingerprint readers. This is something that has become more and more popular today due to smartphones, and that can be easily found in many different places, such as banks and gadgets like laptops and tablets, as a secure method of authentication. The movie also has many scenes showing the characters interacting with different home appliances and controlling them with their voices. They also seem to be interconnected as its own ecosystem, similar to what we now call Internet of Things, where we can automate pretty much anything in our house with the help of a virtual assistant, such as Amazon Alexa.
Okay, I want channels 18, 24, 63, 109, 87, and Weather Channel.
Weather Channel bringing you world weather 24 hours.
By the way, Alexa, finish this video.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of Fortune Teller Tech Films here at Nerd Central. I will see you guys next week.
Hey man, what's wrong?
Something feels off. I just want this to be a normal episode.
It's alright, Porter. It's just early season jitters. I'm sure everything will be alright.
All right, what could possibly go wrong?
Hey, Porter, the editing bay's on fire.
Oh, Lord. All right, you do the transition. I'm going to go deal with this.
Alright then. Hopefully Porter will be done right after the break, but stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can always stay up to date with all our antics.
Northwest Missouri State University's 4 student media outlets, KNWT Television, KZLX LPFM, the Northwest Missourian, and Tower Yearbook have been ranked among the top in the nation for the College Media Association Pinnacle Awards. The Northwest Student Media Department takes pride in ensuring students are up to date on the latest technology, equipment, industry secrets, and offers profession-based learning experiences from day one. To support Northwest Student Media, check out our content on all of our platforms.
We are everywhere you are, yet never seen. We are powered by passion and creativity. We are visionaries turning shared ideas into reality. We capture moments and spotlight student media through commercials, behind the scenes, and more. We are the backbone and brains for all of your media needs. So who are we?
Okay, everything should be taken care of. Everything's fine, right?
Well, the lighting over there has been acting up a bit.
Over there? Okay.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Do the transition.
Okay. If you insist, up next we have Marvelous with Lili, the nerd review of Caleb, and So You Want to DM with Jonas. So take it away.
Hello and welcome to the Nerd Review, the show where I review anything and everything that is pop culture. My name is Kirk Jerk McGurk, and this week I'd like to talk about chess. Chess is a nearly 1,500-year-old game that is still popular today, which shocks me honestly. I thought people would be bored of this game by now because it puts the board in board game. I guess the many ways that chess is still popular is the fact that people keep the game alive, and with shows like Queen's Gambit giving more insight into the mind of what it's like to outsmart your opponent. Speaking of Queen's Gambit, I kinda want to be just like Beth Harmon, but not in the Twitter stan way, more of a I copy people's personality to make myself more interesting kind of way.
Oh my god, am I a creep?
I keep talking about chess, but I just realized that not a lot of people know how to play chess. Basically, in a Cliff's Note, chess is a strategy board game where each piece is formatted to move in a certain way, where you try to subdue your opponent and make his king not move anymore. Basically, chess is like wrestling, except in a board game form. So, to get a better understanding of chess, I watch shows like The Queen's Gambit and streamers on the internet to get a better understanding of this so-called game. Then I decided to take my skills into real life and to seek out who would play with me. After some awkward stares and realizing that people are just too intimidated by me because I'm built different, I decided to take on my producer head on to actually get an understanding of chess, and to take my skills that I learned in the streets to this game. Welcome to the live portion where I actually do try the game. My name is Kirk Jerk McGurk, and today I will be playing my producer. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Good. All right, let us begin.
All right.
Good luck.
Yes.
Seeing as I'm not that good at chess, I'm still glad to have at least had a good game. Mostly because I got to review the real thing in real life. I finally touched some grass. I'm not a nerd, like the rest of these people. Overall, this game is pretty much a learning curve to get over, but I would say 3 out of 5 kings. What is your review, Porter?
I would say 5 out of 5 because I won.
I can't wait for you to bring this up to me every time.
Oh, I sure will, pal.
Thank you for joining me on the Nerd Review. I hope to see you next time where we talk about Clerks.
Welcome back to So You Want to Be a DM. I'm your host, as always, Jonas Pilot, and today we're going to be diving into the Dungeon Master's Handbook and all of its wonderful resources. This will be the first part of a 2-part series, as it is a big book and it does cover a lot of useful content for being a Dungeon Master. There are several chapters within the DM's Handbook that correlate to a multitude of different things to either throw at your players or to help them out with NPCs or cool magic items, or even to help yourself to build a world of your own or expand on one that you already have in mind. The first chapter of the DM's Handbook helps you build your world. It's a world-building chapter. It helps not only build settlements and towns, but it also helps build even countries and continents, all in the same chapter. It is a wonderful chapter for any of you that are wanting to get into building your own world. It has even tables on governments and government types, or just other useful things, like things to name your kingdoms. It also gives great advice on how to start building your own campaign, like from scratch, like having a base town to start in, and even that easy tavern setup that we all know and love in Dungeons and Dragons. Chapter 1 is an amazing resource for any DM looking to build their own world for their players. The second chapter may ring some bells for you Marvel fans out there, as it helps create your own multiverses. That's right, the material plane is not the only plane out there in the D&D universe. There are many different planes out there, like the Feywild, which can change from days into minutes or days into even years, as shown by this table here, man. It's all up to you, but there's not just the Feywild. There's the Shadowfell. There is the 9 Hells, which there's 9 of them for your players to explore. All of them, each their fun little hell to send your players through, from poisons to fire to just whatever you want to torture your players with. There's dozens of different planes to play out there with, and for your players to explore and adventure through. Chapter 3 deals with the best part of Dungeons and Dragons: adventures. This chapter gives a multitude of different tables to roll upon as a DM, with a D20 or a D100 or even a D12 plus a D8. It all depends on what table you're using, but each table can relate to any situation or environment that you are looking for to create as a DM for your players. From tables to help find out a woodlands encounter or other tables out there, these can all add fun terrain features, or maybe even having your enemies positioned smartly. They don't just have to swarm your players and try and kill them all. Maybe you'll have archers up on battlements, or druids hiding in the rocks casting spells. You never know what you're going to throw at your players, but the book sometimes will. It can help. In the 4th chapter, it deals with one of my favorite parts of D&D, NPCs. Now, this doesn't just create your average NPCs, but it really helps them come alive. Like tables for their appearances, like nose piercings or tattoos or even twitchy eyes to set them apart from the average crowd. But it also can help determine if they're incredibly strong or incredibly weak, or maybe they're very smart, or a charming, charismatic rogue to charm your players with. These tables can help you with fleshing out your NPCs or your villains for a campaign. As always, I'm your host, Jonas Pilot. Thank you for tuning in to So You Wanna Be a DM. We'll be back with part 2 next week, finishing out the rest of the chapters in the DM's handbook. Thank you for stopping by.
Okay, fire's put out, the lighting is fixed, everything is done. I just want this to be a regular episode.
Oh, come on, buddy. What else could go possibly wrong?
Hey, Porter, do you remember the fire in the editing bay?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, it turns out the fire was really a portal to the underworld, and I'm pretty sure something got through.
Well, I'm gonna go purge this great evil, but stay right there, because right after the break, we'll be starting the first game of the Cartoon Network Bootcamp.
Unlike other organizations on and around campus, here, the students do it all.
KNWT is a student-run and student-produced television station.
To support this content and Northwest Media students,
you can go to our YouTube channel at KNWT Channel 8
and watch the latest shows or even enjoy blasts from the past.
On Channel 8 News, we'll be looking at the mourners waiting in the Westminster queue, highlights from the Bearcat soccer and football game, and more.
For stories that matter to you, catch new episodes of Channel 8 News every Monday at 2 p.m. on our YouTube page at KNWT TV.
Welcome everyone to the first game of the Cartoon Network Bootcamp, or more accurately, the Cartoon Network Quiz Show, as we'll have a quiz each week, all based around the shows from Cartoon Network. The quiz is over the much beloved cartoon Regular Show, following the exploits of the two park employees, Mordecai the Blue Jay and Rigby the Raccoon, and how their seemingly mundane activities devolve into absolute insanity. No matter how the episode starts, you can never guess how the story is gonna go. This game is what I like to call What the Plot? The rules are simple. I will give each of our contestants a question about if an episode of Regular Show actually happened or not. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. You?
Yes.
No, all right. Oh, professional looking, I see.
That was hurtful.
All right.
I'm dressed like
First
George
question,
W. Bush.
folks. Mordecai and Rigby attempt to grab some hot dogs from the freezer underneath the park house, only for them to be sentient and have a desire for human flesh. True or false? Did this happen? Are you guys ready to answer?
Yes.
Please show your answer to the board. True and yes.
I drew a little hot dog that's angry.
Oh, I drew yes. Oh, wait.
Take his point away because he didn't do it right.
Okay.
Wrong answer prompt. Wrong answer prompt. Take his point away.
This is
One
true.
point
I'll
for
give it to
me.
you this time, Tyrell.
Yes.
Stupid. And the answer is true. Congratulations.
Me 1 point, sucker 0 points.
Both have one.
That's sucker. No.
Yes, I'll give it to him this time. He slips up again. Next question, folks.
Rigged.
As part of Skips' origin story, he accepts a duel at prom from a primordial being who turns out to be an evil, massive baby. Come on, Tyrell. Are you scared?
So it's not yes.
It's
True or false. Right.
Why'd you give him the hint? You should have just let him put yes again.
Dude, that's mean. What if I draw on this right now?
God.
Then who's gonna be the hard one?
I have
Not
to
that I'm sorry.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. The answer is true.
I drew a baby this time.
It did happen. They fought. I don't remember why they fought, but at the end, Skips' girlfriend died, and that's why he always skips, because in remembrance of her. It's very sad.
That actually is really sad.
Yeah.
I wish that didn't happen to him.
Yeah. Pops gets scammed over the phone into giving his social information, leading to the scammer becoming the owner of the park and turning it into a massive paintball arena.
Paintballs aren't real.
How do you know?
That's one.
I've never seen one.
Well, that's because you're never at the paintball arena.
this one specifically.
I'm gonna draw little paintballs. Okay, all done.
Let's see what you're drawing. It's very good. Please show your answer to the board, folks. False. Tyrell.
I drew a paintball. I drew a paintball gun.
And I drew paintballs.
Relates to the question.
I hate you all.
Relates to the question.
I hate you all so much.
Well, I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, you drew a gun. You can't draw a gun.
Drew a paintball gun.
Next question. The answer is false.
Let's go. Are we tied? We're tied, right?
Yeah,
no, I'm ahead in just style points and not
Dude, every time I draw something,
that might be the
I'm
deciding
told it's
factor
not.
here.
Yes.
I'm told it's not good every time I draw it. No one told me this was a drawing contest.
It is now.
Get good, scrub.
Bro.
Next question. Benson's anger finally boils over as he is turned into a kaiju-esque beast, rampaging throughout the city. At the end of the episode, he is told to clean up the city or he is fired.
Dear God.
You could do the how about now Benson thing.
How about now, Benson?
I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to finish that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, please show your answer to the board. False and false.
What is that?
Is that supposed to be Benson?
Well, I wasn't done drawing.
Mine is
enough time.
Mine's a kaiju.
Mine's
like in the question.
Yes.
Mine was supposed to be.
And
in
the
the
answer
comments
is
below, vote who drew better.
That is so unfair.
Thank you. It dries up our engagement.
Clouding mine.
Because you suck.
I worked so hard.
It's not hard enough.
You drew a firearm. I drew some balls, and suddenly, like, we have an issue.
You know exactly what you drew.
He drew a gun, and he's admitting it.
Paintball.
My goodness.
And the answer is false. Next question, folks. Mordecai and Rigby begin playing a game at their local coffee shop. They are struggling to beat the high score, only for it to be realized that the owner of the score walks in, revealing that it's a giant floating head. Giant floating head.
I don't remember if this one was true.
So what was the race?
Well, what do you mean? A giant floating head, does it matter? Does it matter what the skin color of the giant floating head is, Tyrell?
No, not that it did. Wait. Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna answer.
It's kind of cringe.
It's kind of cringe.
Corinthians 4:12.
Corinthians 4:12.
That's my favorite Bible verse.
Thou shalt not. I just love quoting the Bible. What
How much am I supposed to censor from this? You guys are the worst. All right. Please show your answer to the board.
I haven't put an answer yet.
What?
I've been thinking. Okay. I'm gonna guess. What did you put?
No.
True? Okay.
He's cheating. I win now, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not giving you that point, Tyrell.
What?
True.
No.
You looked at his board.
No,
and I drew a giant floating head.
Well,
His name was like Garrett Bobby Ferguson or something.
I was going to. I was thinking. There's a lot on my mind.
Like
what?
I miss Euler.
He's not gone. He's just not here today.
I'm not saying he's dead. But you say I guess I did say like he was dead, wasn't he?
You guys,
I miss you.
Is Euler alive?
You stop saying you guys. It's all him.
No, it's literally Jonas.
we have been. This is a war. This is a war we're going on, right? There's no good side.
This is the worst recording session we've ever had.
Oh, for real. But you bet your sweet petunias I'm making this into an
Just make
episode.
it Euler and Caleb.
We're getting an episode out of this.
We're squeezed. All right. Next question, folks. A temporary hire named Thomas turns out to be a spy for the KGB and nearly escapes capture by the FBI. This leaves the crew heartbroken as they really started to enjoy him.
This question wasn't on the last episode.
Or was it?
I don't remember.
You just said the bad word. I haven't swore
Was
this
it?
whole time. I literally have not swore this whole
I
time.
will have to censor things that you have said.
No.
I don't care if it's a swear. You have.
Oh yeah, what have I said?
I can't say it.
This marker smells really
one did you
good.
put?
It is
False?
taking
I'm gonna
everything.
put true.
Tyrell!
I'm gonna put true.
It is taking everything out of me not to just huff this marker.
All right, please show your answer to the board.
See, I saw you.
I changed my answer last minute.
What? I changed my answer to the true. I mean, no, you cheated off of
I didn't cheat off you. I changed my mind.
You were looking at his board.
I was gonna pick the opposite answer so we wouldn't have the same.
You were still looking at his board.
That's okay. That's that.
Hammer and sickle hat. I win.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Thanks.
I don't even know what your guys' answers are anymore.
I was true the whole time.
Mine's true.
I've been true since day one.
All right, fine. No more changing your mind. The answer is true.
Let's
Voiced
go.
by Roger Craig Smith. Fun fact.
I was gonna get that right. You cheated.
I didn't cheat. You have literally been cheating all game.
I am not. I cheated once. Okay, and everybody thinks I'm a cheater.
I didn't cheat.
I'm not a cheater.
I had a change of heart.
All right, next question, folks. After Margaret breaks up with Mordecai, he tries immediately to get back into the dating scene, where he ends up dating a Hydra that nearly eats him.
These questions are new.
That's not real. Hydras aren't real.
These questions are new.
Oh, because the talking,
the talking
blue jay.
The talking.
Well, blue jays are real, but hydras aren't. I literally know this.
Yeah, but do they work at parks and also talk and are also like 6 foot?
Dude, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bro, you're a copier. Oh wait, you don't know. Oh damn.
You're literally looking at his
He's cheating again. Oh my god.
I'm so bad.
Dude, you literally. It's like.
I've literally been looking at my own.
What's your moral high ground here?
I've literally been looking at my board this whole time.
I've literally I've been trying to quote the Bible this whole time.
Have you written something down, Tyrell?
Yes, I have.
All right, please show your answer to the board. False and false.
I drew a Hydra.
The answer is false, folks.
Yeah.
Have you all gotten the same answer?
Hydras aren't real.
Yes.
It's because he changed it as that one time.
Okay,
so that's
you cheated
why.
that one time. This time was for real.
Oh, so then I guess we're even then.
No, because
because you cheated and I took away a point from you.
Yeah.
You took away a point?
Yes.
What?
He was like, oh, it's true. Okay. That's what you did, Tyrell.
This game is jank, bro.
You made it, jank.
This is just
Hey,
true or false.
I've had solid drawings all game. So I just want to say, in the art scheme, I won. I won.
Here, I can draw something.
You know why else I won?
Don't
I'm
even-
that guy.
Well, folks, with a score of 10-9, with a bit of reduction because of a little flagrant cheating, the winner of What the Plot and the first game of the Cartoon Network quiz show is Jonas.
I'm that guy. I said it in the first episode. I'll say it again. I'm going to the top, baby. USA, 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 USA. I am George W. Bush. That's my fit for the day.
How are you feeling, Tyrell?
Bad. I bet you feel bad because you lost.
Okay, and everybody thinks I'm a cheater.
I didn't cheat.
I'm not a cheater.
I had a change of heart.
Future me who has to edit this for who knows how long. I'm so sorry.
You better be.
I'm not. I'm kidding. I am.
Have future you treat you to something afterwards.
Way ahead of you.
That's all the time we've left for this episode of Nerd Central. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next. And hey folks, until next time, stay heroic. This game is what I like to call What the Plot? The rules are simple.
Tyrell was just silently dying the whole time.
I know, I'm not even serious.
Okay.
True and true. And the answer is true.
He says, my skin, because he's getting skinned alive.
And that's what my guy's saying too. He just doesn't.
Yours doesn't look anything like Muscle
Who
Man.
is that? That's Squidward.
Squidward, this isn't even what we're talking about.
That's Nickelodeon.
That's the same show. Well, I'll fight the FCC, okay?
You do that on your own time.
I will.
I've been in the UFC.